social media. Hello to all of you. I am so happy that you have decided to join me on today. So I welcome you. Welcome to Lakitatsharpe's famous exclusive inspirational channel. Oh, hello to my diamonds. Hello to my family. So I welcome you. Check out, well, I welcome you to one of the greatest shows in the universe. One of the greatest shows in the universe. So I welcome you. Okay? So anyway, I hope you guys' day is going well and you are making it through, and I hope positive things are happening in your life. I hope so. And so it is Sunday and it's 4:12 p.m. and it is May 4th. Okay, and I am filming out of Virginia, so I welcome you to all of you. And just so happy that you guys are here. Check out my books over at Amazon.com. We're going to talk about one of my other books coming up shortly, but check out two of my life stories at Amazon.com, Unstoppable, and also the Lakitatsharpe success story, from struggle to success. So check out two of my life stories. I have over 100 books over at Amazon.com. So let's give it up to one of the greatest gods in the planet and in the universe. So let's give it up to the creator. Okay, yay. So let us go. Today's message, we're going to talk about when anxiety is high within you. When anxiety is high within you. I have a book titled, Is Your Anxiety the Boss of You? How to Successfully Overcome Anxiety. I will post the book up so that you can see it on the video, but it's titled, Is Your Anxiety the Boss of You? How to Successfully Overcome Anxiety. Okay, so let us go. So sometimes I have anxiety and I deal with anxiety, okay? Something that I have struggled with for some time, and there have been a lot of instances where some circumstances makes my anxiety go up really high. Like over the course of having my own place, I have had to deal with neighbors, some neighbors who are very loud, neighbors who have played music extremely loud, some neighbors who have become mentally ill and they have left water running. I have literally dealt with like neighbors from hell, in some cases, over the course of me having my own place. And I've had a lot of situations where, it caused my anxiety to go up high. Now, anxiety is not a good feeling. When we experience anxiety, it's like those feelings come within us, right? And it feels like negative, unpleasant feelings, right? Because you are feeling like, you are feeling like something bad is going to happen. You're feeling like something is going to happen to you. You're feeling like something is going to just, you're afraid. You're like having like a catastrophic mind, like you're thinking the worst. When you feel anxiety, you're thinking, oh my God, what if this happens? Oh my God, what if, something catch on fire again? Or what if the water is running and trying to destroy my house? What if the car stop running? You know, we can deal with anxiety in all kinds of aspects in every area of our life. We may have anxiety, you know, due to financial and money shortage because we don't have enough money to pay our bills. Been there and done that. You know, having more money, having more bills than I had money coming in. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, you can have anxiety, financial anxiety. You can have anxiety, you know, with your spouse. Maybe your spouse have terrible anger issues. Maybe they have a lot of mixed fun. Maybe they are, you know, alcoholics, and they may get angry. They might get irate, and causes you to be afraid and frightened because you don't know how they are going to react. You know, you might be walking on pins and needles in your house because you don't know how the people you're living with are going to respond to you. Maybe they just yell at you all the time, which is time to be in another situation. It's time to get out of that situation and, you know, move somewhere else, right? Or, you know, do what you need to do so you don't have to be surrounded by that, you know. And so God is more than able to deliver us out of any situation, you know, and he can do so many different things, so many different things. Um, so anxiety is not fun. In my book, in the book title is Your Anxiety the Boss of You? How to Successfully Overcome Anxiety. You know, I'm speaking about giving you comfort in my experiences with anxiety and going through, you know, anxiety attacks. You know, which I am feeling anxiety right now. I'm feeling it right here in the pits of my stomach. Like I feel it in the pits of my stomach, and sometimes it rises up, you know, because I hear some noises, you know, surrounding me. And it makes me afraid of not knowing if something going to happen. You know, you get nervous, especially when you go through a situation dealing with somebody. You know, it causes you to feel fearful. It causes you to feel scared, you know, and sometimes it could be not even anything happening really, but the anxiety of that thing happening. You're not alone in your anxiety. You know, you're not alone in your anxiety. And, you know, I face anxiety. You know, we together face anxiety, you know, and know that God is always with us. You know, God has healed me through panic attacks because I have been in severe situations where people would mistreat me, and it caused me to have panic attacks. And, you know, now that I think about it, I was really in a bad situation where it caused me to have panic attacks. And I had to present that situation to God. And as I presented it to God, God healed me of the panic attacks where um, I didn't have to take the necessary medicines that the doctor wanted me to take. You know, I was able to be healed naturally in that particular, so with that particular circumstance. You know, so I understand what it's like when anxiety is high in you, you know, and that can be scary feelings, you know. So I pray that peace will begin to overtake you. I pray that your circumstances will get better, and things will, you know, get better for you no matter what you are dealing with, no matter what you are going through. You know, I want you to know that, you know, God is, He's forever with you, babe. He is forever with you. No matter how hard the situation may be, no matter what you're feeling on the inside, God is with you every step of the way. Okay? You know, you may be having anxiety because you may think that maybe your husband is going to die. Maybe your wife is going to die. Maybe you're taking care of them and you're always afraid that every move they make, you're scared that something is going to happen to the loved one that you take care of, your animals. You know, you may have anxiety about that. You know, we can get anxiety over a lot of things. Okay? So, you gotta know for a fact that, you know, um, whatever situation that comes your way, you're gonna make it through. And I want you to know when you're feeling anxiety, I want you to take a moment and say, God is with me. God is in control. God is with me. God is in control. You know, and don't forget to let God intervene in your situations. Don't forget to let Him intervene no matter what the situation look like, because we don't have to go at it alone. We do not have to go at it alone. Okay? So you will pull through. You will make it through your anxieties because, you know, in the Bible, I believe it was Paul, and Paul says that God delivered him from all his fears and anxieties. Peace. And then in the Bible verse is like God says, I will deliver you from all of your anxieties and your fears. I will heal you of all of your anxieties and fear and deliver you from your fears. So just know that is no situation is, you know, too hard for God to help you through. Okay? And I know how it feels. I know anxiety is not fun. I know it's not good feelings. I understand it. I understand it and I know it's not good feelings. But you will manage. You will manage. And you will get through this. Okay? So anyway, God is with you. And may peace override your anxiety. In Jesus' name. May peace override your anxiety. Don't forget, you guys, check out my book, Is Your Anxiety the Boss of You? How to Successfully Overcome Your Anxiety. Again, the title of this book Is Your Anxiety the Boss of You? How to Successfully Overcome Your Anxiety. May this book give you comfort with your anxiety. You know, may it be like, as you read it, it gives you some moments of comfort. So check out the book, okay? And we are the chosen ones. We do right. We live right. We make a lot of mistakes, but we are the chosen